Welcome back to my channel, Busy Doing Stuff. And if you're new to my channel, thanks for watching. And don't forget to subscribe if you want to. Now, this is about the third time I've tried to film this. Unfortunately, was having some issues with my notepad that it was running out of storage. And I cleared the storage, and that was not subsequently good enough. So it kept on shutting off. So I'm using my new phone, and I'm still trying to get to terms with how it works and everything. But quality wise, I think it's a lot better, and it films better in low light. So anyway, so yeah, third time lucky, hopefully, fingers crossed. But anyway, so I've rearranged my display. I've put some vintage Matchbox from my era that was in storage. I've popped them into these Plano cases, 48 car cases. Put some of the tow trucks out as well on display at the top. Some of these were in boxes, shoe boxes in the storage room, so I got them out, gave them a bit of a dust and a light clean. Pop them in there. So some of these Hot Wheels and stuff, and some of the ones that were also on the top I dusted and popped them away. These ones are also in storage, some of the ones that I've recently got, and then the Porsche. This one was from last week's video, the Triumph TR7 V8 from the Isle of Man. And this is just a sneak peek of I got a few of these 55 Chevs. I'll readdress these in a later video of some vintage stuff. I've compiled a lot of vintage stuff, and I've still got quite a lot since the beginning of the year. I bought some more as well. So if you like your vintage diecast, Hot Wheels and Matchbox, definitely subscribe to and stay tuned for that. Now, this was some more vintage diecast. This went missing for 5 weeks. Finally managed to get it released from the depot, and it got delivered today. So super happy that I finally got these in my hand, because I didn't want to lose that vintage diecast, but I'll leave that for another video. So anyway, I had a few new pickups. I opened them on the other video that shut off, so subsequently they are open. But these castings I had to buy online because I couldn't find them anywhere in the shops. So the highly anticipated Faro Testarossa Premium. Really beautiful casting. I think I paid $14 for this, New Zealand dollars, and that's a little bit cheaper than what they were selling them for at the height of the hype, let's say, when they were selling for like upwards to $30 sort of thing. But I wasn't going to pay that. So if you wait long enough for the hype to die down, then you can get them for quite a good deal. Now, this one was also quite a popular casting in New Zealand because of the connection with some of the New Zealand rally drivers back in the day, like Neil Allport, and also Brian Green campaigned very successfully. Rally New Zealand. Neil Allport came 8th in a Mazda Familia GTR, and also campaigned an earlier model Mazda Doc Turbo back in the day. So this casting is in its original livery from 1993 from the WRC World Rally Championship, but unfortunately it was overshadowed by Subaru, WRX, STI, Impreza, with the likes of Colin McRae and Carlos Sainz in the Toyota Carlos Sainz was in the Toyota Celica GT4. So the first year, they never hit a podium. I think the best was the 8th Rally New Zealand. The car sort of was around about 14th, 16th, or worse in the championship. And then subsequently, following years, it just ended up being plagued with engine and gearbox failures, DNFs. So unfortunately, yeah. But it's still a very great car, and I owned a Mazda Familia back in the day, in the 90s, and it had Momo Ferrari wheels, and it was the shape, but it was a sedan version. Great car. So yeah, very popular cars in New Zealand back in the day. Lots of people had the hatchback version in lower trim form. Yeah, very popular car. So yeah, hence why couldn't find this on the pegs anywhere, so I had to buy it on the secondary market. But nonetheless, yeah, so I went to the charity shops and I picked up a tray of die casts for $5, so we'll look at that. And then also I picked up some more Matchbox, so I put them away, open them up, put them away already in the Plano case with the rest of the new releases. So I'll just go through that. I did a music montage for these castings, these new ones, and then subsequently I found these a couple of days later in the supermarket. So this is a new casting, Aston Martin Vanquish, brand new casting, 2026. And then this is the second release of the BMW Compact 318i. Now this first release was in red, and I decided I wanted to wait for the black release. I don't have to have every single one recolor. And then this is a brand new casting as well. This is the Unimog, Mercedes Unimog, and right, see how well this new phone focuses up close. Don't know, it's struggling a bit. It's the it's a Unimog 406, brand new casting. So yeah, that's those ones. So this is the Samsung S26. So the guy said it was very good in low light. Got that closed. Okay, right, and then a bit different to the Diecast, but got myself a bargain for this vintage Momo wheel. Now this was 350 millimeters, 35 centimeters in diameter. So 350 millimeters is the minimum allowed diameter for a wheel on the road in New Zealand. My Escort's got a 320 millimeter Momo wheel, which is really good for track, but it's not completely round in circumference, and it's got sort of grip marks for when you hold it on the track on each side. And I've had it for probably 20 years or close to, and it's still in mint condition, but it's not ideal for road use. So I looked for a while at various wheels, and one of these prototypo Momo, genuine Momo wheels is close to $1,000 brand new. Or you could go down the route of getting a knockoff wheel, which is not recommended by the Land Transport Safety Authority, or nor is it legal to purchase knockoff, import knockoff, or sell knockoff counterfeit items in New Zealand. So there's a bit of a release with the LTNZ and also Motorsport New Zealand about not buying or using counterfeit or rubbish quality items because it's not safe. So I looked online and I thought, well, I could either buy a cheap wheel for $80, $90 up to $200, or search and find a second-hand vintage proper Italian made wheel. So this one came up, and it's got all its proper markings on it, so made in Italy, 4th 1986. So it's a vintage wheel, and it's a prototipo, so it's the original prototipo, and it's in pretty good condition. The leather's not too bad. I thought it would be perfectly fine for the meantime as it is, and then eventually I might actually get it reupholstered or restore it. So, but at this point in time, it'll be perfectly fine. And then it's going to be a lot easier to turn the wheel because my Escort's got a quick rack in it, a rally quick rack. So the steering's very heavy in it. So therefore I can put that on, and hopefully it will help driving it around on the road and stuff. And then it will be legal minimum requirement size to legally have on the road with the wheel size. So anyway, that's that. Got it for a steal, so I got that for cheaper than one of the budget versions online would be, or otherwise a counterfeit knockoff wheel. So I got the original wheel for less than the counterfeit knockoff rubbish. So that was good bargain. So then yeah, I got a few other things. So I went to the normal charity shops I go to. So I go to the hospice charity shop, and then I go to the Salvation Army charity shop, and I now go to the St. John's charity shop as well. So I got went to the St. John's shop, and you might have seen the little short I did on their diecast display of their little ambulances and stuff and rescue vehicles. So I found these. There's a lady makes these for the St. John shop. These are hand knitted little cats. So there was this one, and then there was this little teddy cat, and that cost only $4. So quite a good little bargain. So I thought that's good. That's some money going to a good cause. And then I went to my other favourite charity shop and picked up a tray of diecast. So I will see if I can hold the phone and normally put it on a stand, but I don't know whether this phone's too small to fit on the stand. Okay, so the first one, this is a Hot Wheels. It's see if this will focus. Hang on. Look, here's Pantera. I'm out. He was a feral stray cat that I rescued a couple of years ago and had him desexed, vaccinated and microchipped, and he and tamed him. Okay, so right, let's see if we can focus on this. Okay, so this is a 2015 Dodge Charger SRT for my Hot Wheels. EMS, emergency vehicle. Very cool. This Pantera's having a sniff of all the cars. Right, and then I saw this one and I thought, this fooled me, because I thought, oh man, this is a Hot Wheels Premium, because I have exactly this car but in Premium. And Panther's biffing the, he's trying to steal the limelight, but it's not. It's actually just a I think it's a complete copy of the Hot Wheels Premium, but it's not cast. It's not a die-cast vehicle. It's actually pressed tin, but it's quite crude in quality as well. But yeah, it looks almost identical, but obviously there's that quality difference between the Premium, but I think it's a complete copy of the casting. But anyway, I saw that and I thought, oh great, that must be a Premium, but no, it wasn't. But anyway, there's still some good real Hot Wheels in this mix. So we've got this is a Hot Wheels as well, and it's a Toyota Corolla AE86. This one, Toyota AE86 Corolla. And then we have this one. Now this is actually die cast, and it's a lot better quality. It's quite chunky. When I first saw this, I thought, oh, that must be a Zuru Toys. Co-founder of Zurus are New Zealanders. However, it's not. It's not. Don't know what that says. DKGT. But otherwise, it's fantasy casting, and it's quite chunky. Put a weight to it. Just not too bad. Then there's this one. This has got fire department, search and rescue. It's got a little Transformers logo on the side. What are they called? The goodies. The good Transformers were called. Can't think at the moment. The that's copyright Hasbro. It's got Ratchet on the bottom. A picture of a Transformer. They were called Autobots, weren't they? And the baddies were called Decepticons, and the goodies were called gosh, I can't remember what the goodies were called now. The good Transformers. And then there's this one. Now this is a bit of a copy as well. It looks very much like it's a pressed tin. No name, no brand, but I think these are definitely copies of Hot Wheels, like down to the casting and everything. A copy of quite recent castings. This is a Hot Wheels as well. Avalanche response unit. I've already got this casting already. Snow plow. Bit of a fantasy vehicle, I think. And then the Siku BMW motorbike. It's quite a good quality casting. Flat twin motorbike, flat twin engined BMW. Touring bike, and it's got a stand. Put it on that stand. That's quite a good one actually. That's very cool. We've got some more Hot Wheels fantasy castings. It says drone on it. Drone duty. It's got the track mark on, good for the track. And then I think this casting, it comes apart if you can pull it off, and then that's the drone flying away, and then that's the base part on here. So that's cool. I don't have that casting, so it's quite good to get that. Now this one, they released this as a McDonald's car, this casting. I have that one in orange. So this is prototype H24 Hot Wheels, made in Thailand. So if this is made in Thailand, this must be part of a 5-pack. So it's very good condition, no chips or anything. That's good to have. I do like fantasy castings. I'm not biased against fantasy castings. Now this is a Pontiac, a Plymouth GTX, is it? Pontiac GTO Judge, very cool, with MSD ignition written on it. I do have this casting already, but not with the MSD logos on. And then I have this casting already, this fantasy, but in a different color scheme. And this one's called Super Blitzen. So yeah, I definitely have this one. Fantasy casting. And then we have a bunch of more of these. Looks like a set. Fire engine. This is pressed tin. Just a generic, made in China. Screw base, and ladder comes up. This Pantera's playing on the table. The ladder moves. So these would be quite good for a diorama, maybe for a track diorama or something like that. Another fire department vehicle, pressed tin. Interesting how it's got screw base. Made in China. And then this one, it's another emergency vehicle. Definitely be good for a diorama set. You know, if you've got like a track set or train set, diorama. Right, very cool. And so then the last thing I got from the charity shop was this. It's called Tommy the Tiger in a baseball cap. So I thought that was very fitting for my house. Tommy the Tiger in a baseball cap. And that cost me $8. And I believe it's on canvas. So whether it's actually a painting or a print, I am not sure. But anyway, it seems quite good. So it came in a nice frame and everything. So it's just something, a bit of funny artwork to put up on the wall in the house, just to brighten the house up a bit. So yeah. So I hope you enjoyed that little haul. Like the video if you did, and stay tuned for more videos coming forward. Thank you very much.